students. This is P. Venkateshwarlu, PGT Physics, the Nandal Public School. Coming to the content, Motion in a Straight Line, part 6. Part 6. Okay, so in previous session, our complete chapter is over. Means the total entire chapter is completed. Okay, so and once again, so based on the my interest, my opinion, I choose some problems from the kinematics or 1D motion. So these problems are already they given in previous JE and NEET. Okay. In this question, they given. So what we have to find means the distance traveled, the ratio of the distance traveled by fourth to fifth second. Means the question is S4 by S5. Okay, S4 by S5. So what is S first? What is Sn? Sn u plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. Okay, understand? Okay. So here S4 means what? S4 S4 means S4th we have to take. So before that, this is freely falling body. U is equal to 0. A is equal to G. A is equal to G. Understand? S4 0 plus G by 2 into 2 into 4 minus 1 divided by 0 plus G by 2 2 into 5 minus 1. Understand? Because this is n, that's why. Okay, understand? Which is equal to 0 0. Okay, g by 2 8 minus 1, g by 2 10 minus 1. Okay, understand? G by 2 gets cancelled, 7 by 9. Okay, S4 divided by S5 is equal to 7 divided by 9. Answer is 7 divided by 9. Based on the distance traveled by a particle at the nth second, which is equal to u plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. Okay, so instead of n, once we can substitute 4 divided by, instead of n, substituting value 5. So we can get the S4 by S5 is equal to 7 by 9. Problem. So in the problem they given U is equal to 20 kilometer per hour. U is equal to U is equal to 20 kilometer per hour. Then V, final velocity, V is equal to 60 kilometer per hour. 60 kilometer per hour. Time they given, time is equal to 4 hours. Time is equal to 4 hours. Here in this problem, what we have to find distance traveled in 4 hour. Distance traveled. Distance traveled in 4 hours we have to find. So before that we have to find the acceleration. A is equal to v minus u by t. Okay, from the formula v is equal to u plus at. V is equal to u plus at. So what is v, my student? 60 minus u, initial velocity 20, divided by time 4. Okay, 60 minus 20, 40 by 4. 4 gets cancelled. 4 ones are 4 tens. 10 10 meter per or 10 kilometer per hour. 10 kilometer per hour. How we can find distance traveled by 4 hours? Okay, so we know that formula. S is equal to ut plus 1 by 2 8 square. Okay, s is equal to u. What is u, Nana? U 20. Very good. 20. S is equal to 20. T 4 hours plus 1 by 2. What is a? 10. T square means 4 square. Understand? Okay. 20 into 4. Very good. 80 plus 2 ones 2 fives. 5 into 16. Okay, so 5 6 ja, 5 16 ja. Okay, 80 plus 5 16 ja, 16 fives, 16 fives, 80. Okay, 80 plus 80, 160 kilometer. Okay, the distance traveled by a particular body, in this case 160 kilometers. See here, according to question, so we have to find maximum velocity. Okay, so if the particle or a body moves with constant acceleration, in a given time, in a first time, the body reaches maximum velocity. After getting maximum velocity, the body decelerate uniformly. So to zero, say in a given time t2. Okay, in this case we have to find so what is the maximum velocity. Here it is very very important derivation. Say it is one type of derivation. Okay, so consider a graph. First consider a graph. Okay, so what is the graph? Time and velocity graph. Time and velocity graph. Consider a first situation. The body starts from rest. U is equal to 0. So the body changes with speed or velocity with respect to time uniformly. Means constant acceleration. It is denoted alpha. Acceleration A is equal to alpha. Okay, it reaches maximum velocity V max. V max. Okay, in a given time T1. Okay, after reaching maximum speed or maximum velocity, the body decelerate uniformly. The body decelerate uniformly V max. Okay, understand? So this is first case, this is second case. Acceleration A is equal to beta. So beta it is denoted deceleration. Beta it is denoted deceleration. Okay, understand here. Here the body comes to this position in T2 time. The body becomes rest. The body becomes rest. Okay. See, during the first case, during the first case, initial velocity 0, final velocity V max, acceleration is equal to alpha. Acceleration is equal to alpha, time is equal to T1. Okay. In second Roman, in second case, what is the initial velocity? U is equal to V max and V is equal to 0. Here, this is second case. Final velocity here 0, initial velocity U is equal to V max. Understand? So then here A is equal to minus beta means deceleration. Okay, deceleration means negative acceleration. Negative acceleration. So understand, time t is equal to t2. Time t is equal to t2. Understand? So in this case, we have to find what is the maximum. What is the maximum speed? What is the maximum speed? From the kinematic formula, v is equal to u plus at. Okay, v is equal to u plus at. V max is equal to 0 plus alpha into t1. V max is equal to alpha uh, t1. Alpha t1. Okay, understand here in this case t1 is equal to Vm by alpha. Okay, understand in this case. So we have to substitute same formula. V is equal to u plus at. V is equal to 0. U is equal to Vm plus minus beta into T2. Okay, understand. Rearrange this 0 is equal to Vm minus beta into T2. Vm is equal to beta T2. Okay, T2 is equal to Vm by beta. Vm by beta. Okay, understand here what is the total time? Total time. T is equal to T1 plus T2. T1 plus T2. Okay, understand what is the T1? Vm by alpha plus Vm by beta. We can get Vm is common 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. Understand? So rearrange this. T is equal to Vm into alpha plus beta by alpha into beta. Okay, so in this case we have to find maximum velocity by rearranging this. By rearranging this we can get V max is equal to alpha into beta by alpha plus beta into T. Understand? So this is the formula. Very important one. Vm maximum speed or maximum velocity is equal to alpha into beta divided by alpha plus beta into T. Problem. So here in this problem they given initial velocity is 0. Initial velocity 0 means u is equal to 0. U is equal to 0. Final velocity v is equal to 144 meter per second. Means here kilometer per hour. Kilometer per hour. Okay. So how we can get meter per second means 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18. 5 by 18 meter per second. Meter per second. So 144 into 5 by 18 meter per second square is equal to 40 meter per second. 40 meter per second. Understand? So this conversion of kilometer per hour into meter per second. Okay. Understand? So rearrange this. V is equal to 40 meter per second. 40 meter per second. Time 20 seconds. T is equal to 20 seconds. T is equal to 20 seconds. So what we have to find in this case? We have to find the total distance traveled by the body. Total distance we have to find. Before that we have to find acceleration. A is equal to V minus U divided by T. Okay. V, how much? 40 minus 0 divided by T, 20. Okay. 40 by 20 equal to 40 by 20, 21s, 22s. 2 meter per second square is the acceleration. A is equal to 2 meter per second square. 2 meter per second square. Here we have to find the total distance traveled by the body. S is equal to ut plus 1 by 2 at square. This formula. So we have to use now this formula. S is equal to ut 0 into time 20 seconds plus 1 by 2 1 by 2 acceleration 2 into time 20 square. 20 square. Understand? So S is equal to 0 plus 2 ones gets cancelled. 20 square. 20 square means 400. 400 meters. S is equal to 400 meters. 400 meters. Understand? S is equal to the total distance traveled by the body is equal to 400 meters. Problem. So here in this problem they given displacement. It is denoted x or s. That equation is 3t cubed. 3t cubed plus 3t cubed plus 7t square. 7t square plus 14t plus 18. Okay. What we have to find means acceleration. We have to find acceleration at t is equal to 1 second. Okay, understand? Before that, we have to find velocity and acceleration. Velocity is equal to dx by dt, dx by dt, dx by dt. Okay, so d by dt of x, 3t cubed plus 7t square plus 14t plus 8. Okay, understand? We know that 3 d by dt of t cubed plus 7 d by dt of t square plus 14 d by dt of t plus d by dt of 8. Okay, 3 into 3 into t cubed means 3t square, 3t square plus 7 2t plus 14 1 plus 0. Rearrange this, 9t square plus 14t plus 14. Okay, understand? This is velocity. And acceleration, a is equal to dv by dx, that is equal to d by dt of 9t square plus 14t plus 14. Understand? So by rearranging 9 d by dt of t square plus 14 dt by dt plus d by dt of 14. Okay, understand? Coming to here, acceleration a is equal to t square 2t, 9 into 2t plus 14 into 1, 14 into 1, 14 into 1. Okay, a is equal to 18t plus 14. So this is acceleration. So this equation acceleration. So what we have to find the acceleration at t is equal to 1. We have to substitute t is equal to 1 in this equation. A is equal to 18 into 1 plus 14. Okay, 18 into 1 plus 14, 18 plus 14, 18 plus 14, 32 meter per second square, 32 meter per second square. A is equal to 32 meter per second square. This is the answer. Coming to the problem here, in this problem they given initial velocity 10 meter per second, final velocity 20 meter per second. The total distance traveled 135 meters. Okay, so next in this case what we have to find means the total time taken by a body. Okay, so understand? So by using your final velocity, initial velocity, total displacement, we have to find the acceleration. Acceleration means v square minus u square by 2as is the 2s. Okay, understand? V square minus u square is equal to 2as. Based on this formula, so we have to find acceleration. So v square means 20 square means 400 minus u square 100 divided by 2 into 135, 2 into 135. So we can get approximately 10 by 9, 10 by 9 meter per second square. Acceleration a is equal to 10 divided by 9 meter per second square. So how we can find time? From the formula v is equal to u plus at. Okay, then t is equal to v minus u divided by a. Okay, what is v? V 20 minus u 10 divided by a, 10 by 9, 10 by 9. Okay, 10 into so we can get reverse, the fraction is reverse, 9 by 10. Okay, so time is equal to 9 seconds. The time taken is equal to 9 seconds. Understand? Time t is equal to 9 seconds. Here in this problem, according to given data, the body starting from rest, initial velocity is 0. Initial velocity u is equal to 0. Means starting from rest. Acceleration due to gravity g is equal to 10 meter per second square. 10 meter per second square. Height, maximum height h is equal to 20 meters. H is equal to 20 meters. Okay, so we have to find the velocity with which stone hits the ground. Okay, means here this is ground, here a ball or a particle. Okay, the particle is freely falling. Okay, here, so what is the velocity? We know that v is equal to root of 2gh. Root of 2gh. From how we can get this one means v square minus u square is equal to 2as. V square minus u square 0 square is equal to 2 into g into h. Okay, understand? In this case, u is equal to 0, a is equal to g, s is equal to h. By substituting this one, we can get v square is equal to 2gh. v is equal to root of 2gh. Understand? This is the formula. Okay, so v is equal to root of 2gh. v is equal to 2 into 10 into 2 into 10 into 20. Okay, v is equal to 2 into 10, 20. 20 into 20, 20 into 20, 400. 400. Root of 400 is equal to v is equal to 20 meter per second. 20 meter per second. Understand? The final velocity uh, before the earth surface, the hitting speed is 20 meter per second. 20. So it is very easy and interesting based on the distance and displacement. Based on the distance and displacement, velocity and speed. Okay, see here, this problem is look like a particle moves along the circumference of the path. So in this case, we have to find average speed and average velocity. Average speed and average velocity. Distance traveled by a particle in one rotation. Okay, so here one circle is there. Okay, radius r. See in this case, distance taken distance traveled by a particle, one rotation is equal to circumference, means 2 pi r. 2 pi r. Displacement, one rotation 0 because shortest path. Here, if particle coming from a and starting here, starting ending a means we can get 2 pi r. Here displacement is 0. Okay, understand? Okay, here speed is equal to, how we can find average speed? Average speed means distance by time. Distance by time means 2 pi r divided by t. 2 pi r divided by t. Uh, here average velocity total displacement by time means 0 by t becomes 0. Okay, here in this case, the average speed in a circular path 2 pi r by t, the average velocity is 0. Average velocity is